Hello everyone, welcome to the fifth lecture of heat transfer. The fourth lecture was about thermal conductivity. This is lecture number 5. It is about thermal diffusivity. Now what is thermal diffusivity? It is the ability of material to conduct heat energy relative to its ability to store heat energy. Basically it is a ratio. It is a ratio between K and rho Cp. Uh, K is thermal conductivity while rho Cp is the heat storage of material. Now the ability of material to conduct heat energy is called thermal conductivity, which is K. K is thermal conductivity of material. And the ability of material to store heat energy is called heat capacity of the material. Rho Cp is the heat capacity of material. So the ratio of this thermal conductivity and rho Cp is known as thermal diffusivity, and which is given to us. So alpha is equal to K divided by rho Cp, the ratio of thermal conductivity and rho Cp, which is called thermal diffusivity. Now what is the unit of thermal diffusivity? The unit of thermal conductivity is watt per meter into Kelvin, while the unit of rho Cp is kilojoule per cubic meter into Kelvin. Now simplify this, we will get the unit of thermal conductivity, which is meter square into Kelvin. Now the unit of thermal conductivity is similar to the unit of kinematic viscosity. Suppose the kinematic viscosity, which is mu is equal to meter square per second. Kinematic viscosity is the ratio of viscosity by density. So the unit of the kinematic viscosity is also meter square per second. Similarly the unit of mass diffusivity, which is diffusion coefficient, it has a similar unit, which is meter square per second. So thermal diffusivity, momentum diffusivity, and mass diffusivity are are the quantity which have similar unit, which is meter square per second. These all quantity we will discuss, these all quantity in molecular transport of heat, momentum, and mass. Now let us consider two cases. One is water and the other is for iron. The heat capacity for water is 4.18 kilojoule per kilogram into degree C. For iron, it is 0.45 kilojoule per kilogram into degree C. The thermal conductivity value for water is 0.6, while for iron is the. It's mean that suppose let us consider we take some water in a beaker, and this is water. We take some water in a beaker. If we give some heat to it, then large amount of heat will store in the water, while little amount of heat will transfer from one place to another through conduction. So large amount of heat will store in water, while little amount of heat will transfer through conduction in water. Similarly, for the case of iron, suppose this is a piece of iron which is made of iron atom. Now if we give some heat to iron, to iron piece, let us, this is the atoms of iron. If we give some heat to the iron piece, this is iron, then large amount of heat will conduct through the iron piece, but very small amount of heat will store in the iron. So the thermal conductivity of iron is large as compared to thermal conductivity of water, but the thermal but the heat storage of water is large as compared to the heat storage of iron piece, as we obtained these table from this table. Now what are the factors which affect the thermal conductivity of solid, liquid, and gases? We will discuss two factors. One is pressure, the other is temperature. Now what is the effect of pressure on solid, liquid, and gas? Pressure has no effect on thermal diffusivity of solid and liquid, but thermal diffusivity of gases decrease with increase in pressure. The thermal diffusivity for gases, suppose this is the pressure and this is the thermal diffusivity. When we increase the pressure, the thermal diffusivity decreases. This is because when we increase the pressure on gases, its mass diffusivity decreases. Let us consider the mass diffusivity is DAB, which is some constant, and temperature to the power 1.75 divided by pressure. Now from this relation, if we increase the pressure, the mass diffusivity for gases decreases. As mass diffusivity for gases decreases, its thermal diffusivity also decreases. This is because when we increase pressure on gases, the distance between molecules or atom decreases, and the momentum of molecule also decreases. So the mass diffusivity of gases decreases, and similarly, and hence the thermal diffusivity also decreases. Now, for the pressure has no effect on thermal diffusivity of solid and liquid, but for the thermal diffusivity of gas decrease with increase in pressure. Now, what is the effect of temperature on thermal diffusivity of solid, liquid, and gases? For gases, thermal diffusivity increase with increase in temperature. Because when we increase the temperature of gases, the collision between atoms and molecule will increase, and the thermal conductivity of gases will also increase. And we know that thermal diffusivity is the ratio of K divided by rho Cp. When we increase the temperature, the thermal conductivity of gases increase, and hence thermal diffusivity of gases also increase, because collision of gases increases. And we also know that with respect to temperature, thermal conductivity of gases increases. Now, for liquid, this is the thermal conductivity, this is the thermal diffusivity of gases with respect to temperature. The red line is for gases. Now, when we increase the temperature of gases, its thermal diffusivity increases. This is the thermal diffusivity for gases. Similarly, for liquid and gases, the thermal diffusivity decreases with increase in temperature. This line is for liquid. When we increase the temperature of liquid, its thermal diffusivity decreases. Similarly, for solid, the thermal diffusivity decreases with increase in temperature. Let us consider glycerin. When we suppose this is the curve for glycerin. When we increase the temperature, its thermal diffusivity decreases. Because when we know that thermal diffusivity is the ratio of rho Cp. When we increase the temperature of liquid, its thermal conductivity decreases, and hence its thermal diffusivity also decreases. Similarly, for solid, when we increase the temperature, its thermal conductivity decreases and thermal diffusivity increases. Let us consider sand atom. Suppose these are the sand particle, and this is the temperature, and this is the thermal diffusivity. When we increase the temperature for sand particles, its thermal diffusivity decreases. Thanks. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe.